So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go, I'm going to share my screen. So let me present, share screen, and I'm going to do my entire screen because I want to be able to jump from screen to screen. Okay, I'm going to pull this up. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into ChatGPT, and this is where I just created this. So the first part of what we're going to do is we are going to go to ChatGPT, and it's openapi.com. If you don't have an account, you will need to create an account. So once you create your account, you're going to go to your first, if it's your first time, then you're going to go to create. Once you click on that, it's just going to take you, it's going to open this up. Basically, the prompt is, I need to create a list of 25 motivational and inspirational quote for content creators and YouTubers. The quote should inspire confidence, creativity, and presence, and be suitable for sharing on social media platform like Instagram and Twitter. Avoid generic quotes. They should feel fresh and unique, make the tone energizing and uplifting. Okay. Each quote should be under 20 words and include the author's name when possible. Now, this is the part that you guys need to make sure you request this. If you have a premium account, you can use this next line. Please save the list as a CSV file. So I'm going to hit enter. And if you have a premium account, you can activate the microphone where you could just simply speak to it. So see, it's working its magic. So here's a link that it created. On the old version, you were not able to get a CSV link. You would have to copy and paste. So this is what we're doing is we're going to click on here. It's going to open it up, and I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I'm going to call it 2 because I did one earlier. And no two people are going to get the same quote. So don't worry about you having something the same as someone else. And so basically this is the code, the Python code. We're not doing that. If that was the case, you could just copy the code from here and go through. But all we're interested in right now is this. I am working I have my back end set up a certain way where everything automatically comes to me based off how I ask for it. So once we're finished here, we're going to jump over from here, and we are going to go to bulk create. As you can tell, I already created one. So we're going to start from scratch. So we're going to just going to go all the way out so you guys can see. Okay. So I'm just waiting for Canva to pull up. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do once we get here is we're going to create a design. And we want it to be for social media. So we're going to click on the social media tab. Then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to start out with the Instagram post. Okay. And let me just make sure that I don't have any questions anywhere. Okay. So once this is up, one of the first things that I like to do is I like to put here in my notes section, I like to paste. Oh, sorry about that. That's not what I needed. So what I typically paste here is my notes. And what my notes are is the prompt that I use because, guys, I'm over 50. And I'm happy to be over 50, but my brain doesn't always work. And half the time I can't remember what did I do with this. And I'm going through a lot of that. So what I do is I paste the prompt here. That way, if I wanted to go back, tweak it, change it, because I am going to tweak it and change it because we have quite a few realtors in the group and I have another realtor group. And this is something that we're doing in that space as well. So we're going to go back. Your notes will always be here. So I just lowered it down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to design. And the next thing we're going to look for is we're going to look for quotes. And so what you can do here is you can customize. So you can either do it based off color, your brand color, whatever it is. You can actually come here, click on here, and put your hex code here for your brand color if you wanted to search by brand color. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here because I just clicked off it. Oh, come on. And we're going to click on quote, and we're going to find a template that we like. And so you scroll through, you find a template that you like. I'm just going to click on this one. Okay. So this says reminder here. So how about if we change that to tips, to just tip, and you will see why in a minute. So once we find so I do two things. I either customize this to my branding, which would be here. We would have Canva at so that's where your at symbol goes. So whenever somebody sees this, they know who created it. So one of the things that I would suggest that you keep in mind is make sure that the font is correct that you like. Make sure that the way you want it, if you wanted to change the color of these, you can change the color. This color right here is actually the color of the year. So I actually looked that up. What is the color of the year? And so I copied the hex code and I dropped it in. So now that we're here, this is what we're going to do. This is the next big step, you guys. We're going to go to apps, okay? And we're going to click in here and we're going to type in bulk. And we would like bulk create. Hey, Miss Gata. Thank you so much. So basically, once you come here, you're going to go to, if you wanted to enter your spreadsheet manually, you could. I don't do anything manually. I am way too lazy for that. So we're going to go to upload data. And remember that that list that we downloaded, and I put them on desktop just so you could see, or you could hit download wherever you have it. So, double click here and it's going to open it up. But did you see this? Connect data. Now we have two things here. We have quote and we have author. On here, not necessarily, because all of them are anonymous across the board. So when you hit connect data, you're going to go to quote because that's what you want. So then when you go here, you hit connect data again, it's going to open it back up and it's going to take it here. And you want to go here and click on here because that's where you want to connect it to. So you're going to hit continue. And so now you have two sections that it should be bringing in the post back. So let's come back here. Oops, sorry, that was my mistake. So let's try this again. Let me go back to taking that off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit create and watch the magic happens. So it's going to take a minute because it's putting together 27 tips. What it didn't do that I asked, so let me not say anything. Let me just wait. We're waiting. It did not pull in the first one. Okay, so let's do this again. We're going to go back out and we're going to go back to bulk create. Bulk. Bulk create. Upload data. And I've known this from past experience that at times it does not like to do both at the same time. So we're going to double click. And we are going to go here and we're going to go to quote. And then we're going to continue and generate 27. And now we wait. See, nothing ever moves as fast as you want it to, especially in real time. Okay, perfect. So now Canva is really, it did one. So let's see if it's going to do all. It's still spinning. Okay, so Canva wants to make me look bad. So I'm going to start over, you guys. Let's start over. Create a design. Okay, we are going to go to Instagram post square because there's another part. Well, there's a few more parts to this. Okay, so let's try this again. So this is the, I picked that one already, so we're going to continue to use that one. So once we get to this part where we have our design that we would like to use, we're going to go here and we're going to type in tip. It could be tip of the day. It could be whatever you want it to be. It's up to you. And then here we are going to do at, and we're going to put the group name. Okay, so we don't want to change anything else on here. We're good. We're just going to leave this the way it is. Then we're going to go to apps. Okay, and we're going to look for bulk. And we don't want bulk QR code. We just want bulk. I'm going to click on bulk create. Upload data. And so highlight what you would like to connect. So because we want to connect quote, we're going to go up to connect data, okay? And we're going to do quote. So there we have quote, and then we're going to hit continue. And now it pulled in all 27 items that's on the list, okay? So then from there, you're going to do generate 27 designs, and you're going to wait. Okay, so there is our 27 designs, and they're still being pulled in because I can see it circling. So we're going to wait for a second for everything to pull in. And there we have 27 tips. So that's the first set. So now we have 27 tips. Okay, so from having this 27 tips, you can go ahead and you can start scheduling them. If you don't want them to have the same background, you could just click through any of them and change the background. That's up to you, but I would leave my tips like this. Okay, and since if you wanted to, you could have brought this up a little bit higher. This is changeable. The part that you need to pay attention to is connecting the data to right here to make sure that it brings everything in. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to go and we're going to create 27 reels. So I'm just going to start over from scratch, okay? And so we're going to go to create a design, and we are going to type in reels. Remember that Instagram reels, Facebook, they all have the same type of, the same size. And so because we're working with the same size, we can repurpose them. One second, I'm just reading a message from. So thank you, Miss Gata. So basically, now what we're going to do is we're going to go looking for a reel that we like. So we can come in here up in elements, okay? And then you guys can see I've been busy at work because this is the stuff you saw this morning. So basically, let's find a reel. So we're going to go back out and we're going to go to videos. So we're going to type in reels, okay? And this doesn't take long. Once you get to the point where, okay, this is what I want to post. This is my idea. We all know ChatGPT is our best friend. We can just stick it in there and we can write something. So now what we're going to do is look for a video that we like. I like to change the size. I don't want it square. So let's look for stuff that's going to easily fit in. So I usually like go in. And if you wanted to do free, then you can click on free, pro. If you were selling these and you wanted to find you have a pro account, then hit free. So you'll be able to easily resell those. So we're going to go down to video, and we're going to find a video that we like. But hold on, I missed a step. We are going to go to design first, and we would like to find a reel. Because what we're going to do is look for ones that have a quote, and it's REE. So we're going to look for a template that we like, that we can use. Don't fuss too much about the first one, because I'm going to show you how you can change the backgrounds to the different ones. So let's see here. Okay, so we're going to find a quote. I'm going to look for a reel that's already done. If you notice, I don't want to create anything from scratch. I just want a reel, and I want it to be a video. So I'm just going to look for one that already have a video background, and I am going to use it. So let's use this one. And so we are going to, and this one have more than one page, so we're going to use this one page. We only want one page. So when you come to here, again, you change this to tips or tip, and you make it bigger. So you make it bigger. You can change the font. You can do whatever you want, but just remember, this first page is where you put your design together. So if you wanted to change your font, you would come over here, and you will find a font that you like, scroll through them, and you pick a font. And that's it. I like this font for my tips. That's the one that I use for my personal. So I'm going to give you what I use. Okay, so we're going to leave that. Okay, so now here, you can come here and you can change. You're going to pop this out. I'm just popping it out so you can see. You can pop it out. That's another video that's inside. You can put a picture of yourself. You put your name here. I don't even know what my name is today, but I believe it's Margot Hobbs. And then you can come here and you can then put your group. So we're going to do @ Okay, so that's complete. Down here, you can duplicate. Let's line it up properly. We're going to duplicate this, and we're going to bring it down, and we're going to get rid of this one. And I know we have done a lot of customizing on this group, so make sure you change it to a color that you can see. You can increase the size. I don't like how this look, so we're going to change it. Because when we're finished, I want it to be something. Thank you, Ms. Gata. I want it to be something that you could go ahead and go and use. Ms. Gata, we are going to kill it for 2025. No more lagging off. So we can change it to something that you like. A font that you like. I want it to be something funky that people will respond to. You know, people, it's like food. Social media is your food. So if it's not appealing, nobody's going to click on it. So make it appealing. Okay. See right here, if you wanted to change the timing on this video because you wanted it to play, wanted it to be shorter, shorter. I don't know how I just got into my New Jersey accent. So if you wanted this to be a little bit shorter, you can just cut down the, just roll it and cut it down. And we just want this little beginning part of it. And we're gonna see, you're getting everything. You're getting bulk create, you're getting video editing, you're getting everything right now. And you can also speed it up. So you have options there. So the next thing, you fix this first. Once this is fixed, once you create your 27 post, this you will have a multitude, and we're gonna take her face out. As a matter of fact, let's go to upload. That's project. Let's go to upload. And we're gonna find a picture of my big head. And we're gonna drop it in if my head wants to go in. I don't know what's up with these frames today. They are not working out in my favor. Oh, look, there. Bam. Now you guys are, thank you. So basically, here we are. That we're going to take out their logo. And if we wanted, we could have put our logo in, but that's just giving you an idea of what you could do. If you wanted to say, for instance, change the edge. I like the way the edges, the corner rounding, so I would change the corner rounding. That's something that I would do. I would also give it a little bit of zhuzh and give it a border, a little bit of a border. And then we can go to colors if we wanted. We can also go down here. I always choose this, but I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to change the border color. So we're going to come here and we are going to scroll down. And there we have our border color and it's changed. You can change this to your brand color, whatever color you want. Click over here and you can change it. Yes, this video is being recorded and it will be on the YouTube channel today as well. And it will also be available in the group. Okay, so once this is done, what we're going to do next is we are going to go over to apps. Okay. And when we go over to apps, we are going to go to bulk. And we are going to click on the first. And we are going to wait for it to upload. We're going to click on upload. And really and truly, if I wasn't explaining this to you, it would literally take me less than 5 minutes. So I decided to show you guys the little things that I do behind the scenes on a daily basis. And that's how I get stuff done. So you're going to click on where you want the connector to connect. So you're going to click connect, okay? And you're going to choose the drop down. I don't want this. I only want this. And so then I'm going to click continue. And now it's going to pull in all 27 pieces, okay? And then you're going to do generate 27 videos. And you wait for a second. R2, R3. How is the weather today, Miss Gata? So it started with 1, and now you can see they're all popping in. So we just have to give it a minute, let them all pop in. Each one is different. Okay, so I believe that is our 27. When you click on the 4 squares at the bottom, it will bring all your tips. Look at that, look at that, look at that, 27 tips. Okay, so now we're going to start customizing each one. This is the part that's time consuming. If you wanted to do this for yourself and you just say, okay, I just want to do it on this one video background, that's up to you. I don't like everything to look the same. I may repeat the videos, but I'm not going to use the same one across the board. You have the right to choose whatever you want. And let me hit play so you could see what this one looked like. And it's just, you see the video background, it has your quote. And I'm going to show you something else. Because these are, some of them are smaller, we're going to play with this. If you want to change, always, I start in the beginning at the first one. And I think I want to make the font a little bit nicer. It looked fine for the one that we use the template, but I want to make the font a little bit nicer. So I'm going to go through these and find a font that I like. So for instance, I wanted to use this because it's bold. I can change it. So make sure that the person on the other end can read what they're seeing, okay? And so then what you do, if you like this quote and you like the way it looked, let me increase the size of this because that's another part of what I did not do. So this is what we have. So what you're going to do is hit change all. So you just change the font on all of your all of your reels. You have 27. So you just change the font on all of them. So you don't have to go, oh, I have to change them one by one. No, you don't. All you have to do is just click and change. If you wanted to change this background from, say, for instance, the white, and I'm just giving you guys some ideas, you come over here and we're going to go back down here. Let's try something that if you wanted to change something fun, that's a little bit too much for me, even for me with my bright self, then you could change it. It's up to you. If you wanted something a little bit different, you don't have to go with just a static white. I happen to like the static white for these. If you wanted to lower down, This will not allow you to change across all the pages, but if you do it on just one, let's go back here, click gray, click white, you can go change across, and if you notice, everything is now gray. Okay, so what happens, you create 27 evergreen content, because these are original content to you, and apparently that's the word that I'm supposed to use, Miss Gata. You need to use. I'm like, whatever. So basically what you do with this is, these are videos, you can repurpose them. You can go into elements, you can even add music if you wanted to. It's all up to you. If you have someone helping you and that person can add some music, or if you have time on your hands. I barely sleep, so I don't have time on my hands. So then the next thing that you can do is you can come to videos, and I've used this one, and all I do is I do replace background, and now that's in the background. So there is your post. And that's basically showing you hard at work. These are all about entrepreneurs getting, not losing sight of your goal and not letting other people discourage you. So that's why I specifically chose this, because it's the beginning of the year. We've all been dreaming about becoming content creators, and we come and we stumble onto things and we don't know. Right here, right now, I made a commitment in this group to help you guys learn and grow. That's what we're about. We're not about selling you anything or anything else other than encouraging you to learn and grow. So you can now come on here, click the 4 dots. I like clicking the little 4 squares because I don't like the scrolly bar for some reason. And you just start clicking on these and changing them. You might, maybe every 4th one, you change the background. It's all up to you. Just remember, when you set your design up, that's how you're going to get it. So you can use these 25 on YouTube, because you can use them for YouTube shorts. You can use it on TikTok. You can use it on any platform that you want. You can share them to your stories. But if you look at all the different platforms that you have that you can post them on, that's all content for that. So 2 sevens is 14. So we just created 54. That's 2 months worth of post if we post them every day. So if you wanted to post something every day, it's okay. You just go into your scheduler and you set up your schedule. There is a scheduler in here. I use a different one. I don't use the Canva scheduler. I know some people go, oh my God, you don't use a Canva scheduler? No, I don't use a Canva scheduler. But this is literally how you would kind of go through and create your content. But the core of this is ChatGPT, Canva. Those 2 things together will get you to reach your goal.